Laynie and welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing today? Leave it down below. You know I love hearing from you. First of all, I want to address the elephant in the room. I can't just my hair today. I don't know what's going on. Well, I do know what's going on. I desperately need a haircut. I think it's been close to a year since I've got my hair cut, done, anything. Oh my gosh, I need it so bad. I'm so ready and I have an appointment this month. I can't wait because I've hit the point where my cut is so grown out that I'm having the hardest time styling it, and my bangs are getting so long, they're driving me crazy, but I'm so close to my hair appointment that I refuse to trim them myself. So we're just having a day over here with the hair. But anyways, that has nothing to do with today's video. Welcome. I'm Laynie, where I ramble a lot in my videos. I hope that's okay. I feel like that's how we get to know each other, right? You ramble in the comments, I ramble here. I think it's great. All right, so today's video is actually not about my hair. It is all about March perfume tray of the month. How is that possible? I feel like I've said this in the last few monthly videos, but holy moly, of all the months, February definitely went the quickest. And it's just like it blew by and I feel like, oh my gosh, like did I even get time to really enjoy my tray? So if you're not familiar, I do monthly fragrance trays over here. Lots of fragrance content, beauty content, a little bit of lifestyle, mom content, whatever kind of, you know, trips my trigger, tickles my fancy, if you will. The kind of old school YouTube vibes, like throwback Kathleen Lights, throwback Jaclyn Hill sitting on the floor, chit-chatting with her subscribers. That's what it's all about over here. I'm old school, okay? And I hope that works for you because it sure works for me and I just enjoy this so much. So if you're new, I hope you click that subscribe button, join the community. You won't regret it. We have some great folks over here. And yeah, let's just start talking about the fragrance tray, okay? I'll stop rambling now. And I just love to kind of do quick overviews of what I reached for, what I didn't, what I did enjoy, what I didn't. I feel like it gives you much more insight when I kind of break it down. I honestly gave both of my Sol de Janeiros a pretty good wear. I have 40 and 68. 68 is like a juicy, fruity baccarat. If you like Into the Stars and Bath & Body Works, this is a very good similar vibe, that juiciness. I really do like that about this. Love reaching for it for the gym, or if I was wearing anything that kind of remind me of baccarat, I would throw this in there as well. I love this 40. You have to like super, super rich plum, because I get a lot of rich plum. I'm talking plums that are basically prunes, okay? I know that doesn't sound great, but I'm talking dried plums. I love it. It's vanilla, it's plum, it's pretty rich for a body spray, honestly, very impressive. And I personally like to wear these two together because this also has plum. This is Narciso Rodriguez Musk Noir Rose. And this one, I will say, it's a difficult one for me. This is the only Narciso I have enjoyed. I tested some others at a fragrance counter and I was like, oh, not for me. Something about the Narcisos come across kind of vintagey to me. That's not really my thing. And this one, on first blast, I get that vintagey vibe. But once this really settles down over about 15 minutes, then it's really lovely. You have to like musk, very, very musky, plum. I'm guessing some vanilla in there as well. This is not really playful to me. This is a little bit more on my like I'm an elegant, sophisticated woman side. I like to throw this in for a little extra sweetness, and that fruit really comes forward when you top it off with some 40. I'm calling this one done, okay? There's just a little bit, just barely enough in there. I'll probably use the rest as a room spray, honestly. This is Core's Black Sugar, and this one took me on a wild ride. When I first was wearing this, I did not like it. It was like I was forcing myself to use it because it's called Black Sugar, but I get a lot of baby powder, and that is usually not my thing. But something about this weather changing, I'm getting a lot more of the amber and the vanilla coming out, but there still is a ton of powder, like a ton of powder. Would I repurchase this? No. But did I like to pair it with other vanillas that are a bit syrupy, like my Vanilla Woods? Yes. This is very I've got money, classy. Something about that powder vibe I feel like is kind of bougie, like high-end makeup counter, you know? I honestly, it's grown on me a lot, but I don't think I would repurchase. All right, since I mentioned it, Vanilla Woods. I love this fragrance. I wish I wore her more. I just have so many fragrances. It's kind of hard to get to things even when you love them. This, I believe, has a pear note. And I think some people really pick that up. I don't pick up much. Like, I get the sweetness and just like a hint of fruitiness, but I wouldn't smell this and think pear. To me, I get like a very rich, syrupy vanilla with a little fruitiness mixed in, but it's kind of that indistinct fruitiness. I know it says woods, but I don't get a lot of woods. Really syrupy, rich, decadent vanilla. You have to like sweet and a little bit gourmand, but this is still perfumey in my eyes. Or at least to my nose. I had to pick up Zara True Amour for the month of February because it is the month's over. It was Valentine's. Very floral, like a little bit of a sharp green tartness in there. To me, this is definitely a Delina inspired fragrance. I don't know if it's exact. I almost get a creaminess in there that makes me think a little bit of the Exclusive, but very rose, green, a little tart, very classy. This is something that's like once in a while, like a church, going to church, or maybe attending a wedding. This is not my everyday reach. That's why it'll take me literally forever to use this up. I probably will never use this up. I do like it. Definitely not my favorite in my collection because I'm just not a huge rose girl, but if you like rose, this is definitely worth checking out. Ellis Brooklyn Florist. I wish I would have worn this more because it's really beautiful. This to me is very creamy white floral. It's so creamy. It's not gourmand at all. It's not sweet, edible, flirty. It's just very soft, beautiful white florals, lush greenery, but not going too green. It's not nearly as green as the Zara. Really, really creamy, pretty white florals. Very feminine. Honestly, this would make a bomb Easter fragrance for sure. Amber Oud Rouge. I only reached for this one time in the whole month. I think it's because it is a bit of a powerhouse, and just because I'm a little tired of the Baccarat type things. Like, I still really enjoy them when I wear them, but sometimes I find myself not reaching for them because just I smell Baccarat all over the place. But I feel like this is really one of the best dupes out there. I hear some people don't like it. They say it's too strong in the beginning. It's strong. There's a lot of alcohol content in there. You gotta let it kind of dissipate, but it lasts and people will smell you, that's for sure. One that has my heart. Literally could smell this all the time. Yara by Lattafa. This is so good. I feel like this is a love it or a hate it. I guess most fragrances that way. I love this. It is so creamy and fruity, but a little bit powdery in all the right ways. Really lovely. Like, honestly, if I could have kind of like a natural scent, it would be something like this. Approachable, fun, flirty. You know, I almost get a banana vibe in there, actually. Pink Sugar, I love it. I did find this month, it was a little bit too much for me. It's interesting how my nose changes with season change. We got a couple really warm days. It was so nice. It was almost 80. In February, that doesn't happen in the Midwest. Pink Sugar almost got a bit cloying for me. Some of my heavier, sweeter ones I was just not really drawn to. I'm craving that sunshine, little fresh, flirty, lighthearted kind of fragrances. So Pink Sugar was just a little too much for me on occasion. I think I wore this one time, Kayali Eden. This is a tricky one for me. I just don't love super fruity fragrances, and honestly, I got this when they were having a Black Friday sale. If it hadn't been Black Friday, I probably wouldn't have picked it up because I struggle with this one. And I knew going into it that's a possibility. Like, smelling it, I love the smell of it. Honestly, Bath & Body Works, Country Apple 100%. Smells really, really good, but for some reason, I just don't find myself reaching for things that are super duper fruity. If they're like fruity amber, fruity vanilla, but super fruity to me smells like a body spray, and I just don't find myself reaching for something like that very often. So I don't even know if I picked this one up, honestly. One that I think I wore one time, Alien Fusion. She's on the chopping block. I don't love her. I don't find myself reaching for her. I don't know. I just don't love it. I just can't pinpoint it, but I just have a hard time when I wear this. I wanted to use up my C Passion. I did not get there. The month just flew by. I'm gonna set this aside because I'm probably gonna really honestly try to finish that up. And then On Some Gold. I do like this one. It is strong though, it's beastly, and I will say between On Some Gold and my Oksha Sweet Addict, I do like Sweet Addict better, which is their version of Love Don't Be Shy. This leans a little bit more Oriana. I really do like that Sweet Addict like so much that if I'm gonna reach for something that's like the Fruity Pebbles vibe, I'm gonna go with my Sweet Addict. I got compliments wearing the Juliette Has a Gun Lipstick Fever, and if these are so dirty fingerprints, you guys, it's because my toddler is obsessed and literally plays with these probably an hour and a half every day. So she gets her little snacky fingers all over my perfume, so they're dirtier than ever. Only a mother could look past that, right? But Lipstick Fever, I wore this to the gym, and the girl working at the daycare was like, what smells so good? I was like, I think it's me because I'm like the only person standing here. It's definitely another one that all of a sudden I'm having a hard time with, you guys, and I don't know if it's the weather changing or as it's sat longer. This is Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. I loved this when I first got it. Loved it. But when I wear it now, I'm having the hardest time with it. Like, I'm not willing to part with her, but I get so much spice. It's literally like if this was the fragrance, this much of it is spice. Really strong, honestly, like surprisingly strong, and it just overtakes the fragrance for me. I need to probably bust this out more in like the middle of winter. But in the winter, it's funny, in the winter it leans really fresh to me. But right now it is just so spicy. And then Mucalat. Honestly, I love this. This is one that people really do love it or hate it. I personally love it. It is a bit different, but it's really likable to me. It is powerful. You don't want to overspray this one. It is very almond forward, very. Also, very synthetic strawberry. Think like strawberry candle, strawberry candy. This is one that I really enjoy the sillage a lot as long as I don't overspray. If I overspray, this goes from enjoying it to hating it quick. That I think I reached for maybe once, I'm not even sure. That I bought it for the package, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. And I knew there was a good chance I wasn't gonna love it because again, it's rose and rose is just not my thing. This has bubblegum in it and that's what I love, but if I'm reaching for bubblegum, I'm gonna be way more likely to reach for my bubblegum body spray by Bath & Body Works. Juliette Has a Gun. This is one that I like but I don't love. This very much reminds me of Hypnotic Poison. I went blank for a second. I honestly prefer Hypnotic Poison. It's creamier. This is a little bit harsher, a little bit more floral, but still very creamy, a little root berry, which is what I love about Hypnotic Poison. One thing I like about doing the trays is it helps me get to know things and be like, okay, do I love you? If I don't love you, then why am I keeping you? I could gift you to a friend. You know, why fill up my collection with something I'm not going to reach for, you know? For the month of March, I'm thinking of doing something a little bit different. I've had these Scentbirds over here for a very long time. I keep all the cards it comes with, and then I forget about them and I never reach for them. So I actually think I'm going to pull all of these for my March tray. And then over here, I'm definitely leaning towards springy vibes with what I want to pick. But I don't want to go overboard. I want to make sure I only pick just enough that I can actually use it. Okay, so there's a couple in here that I'm really excited to give a good wear because a couple of these I have spritzed on occasion, but I haven't really worn them. And there's a couple in here that I know, well, one I know is a love. The one that I know is an absolute love is Homage Guidance. I can never say Homage Guidance. The hype is real on this one, you guys. I think this is stunning. If I had a limitless budget, I would buy the real thing. It is so good. Parfums de Marly Valaya, which I have a dupe of, but I'm excited to give this a wear because I've only sniffed it in store at a fragrance counter. Glass House Kyoto in Bloom. I only picked that up from Scentbird because my brother lived and passed in Kyoto, so it kind of felt special. And then Cherry Punk. This is very raved about, and I have worn this one, and I don't fully get the hype, but maybe my nose has changed some. Lies, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Bow, I hear a lot about this. I know a couple reviewers love this one, so I'm excited to give it another wear. I spritzed it on a few times. but it's probably been 6 months, so I honestly don't remember it at all. Etat Libre d'Orange Frustration. Lust for Sun by Juliette Has a Gun, which honestly is a really nice, happy feeling fragrance, so hopefully it'll be warm here soon and that'll feel even better. Get a Room with Champagne and Order Champagne. I believe this is the second one to Get a Room, so I have both here to play with. And then 2 by Hermetica, Amber Bee, and Appear, which both have had really good reviews. So I am excited to try those out. But that's what I'm thinking for the month of March. Let me station this over here. I know that's pretty darn simple. I've never seen my tray look this bare. Hold on. Like never looked. Usually it is so jam-packed with fragrance that I'm like, oh, I think I overdid it. Well, this month is pretty low-key. But I'm excited to dive into these and learn some more. And I do feel like on occasion it's nice to have a little extra time to focus and play with some things. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking for the month of March. Let me know what you're reaching for in the month of March. You know I love to hear about it. Alright guys, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Mwah. Bye-bye.